You're more likely to get bitten by another human than a rat in the United States. In 2012, over 40,000 ER visits recorded in the US were for bite wounds. That's 10 times the number of Americans bitten each year by either rats or non-venomous reptiles. Even in rat-populated areas like New York City, you're far more likely to be bitten by a fellow human than by an actual rat. In 2006, a woman passed gas on a plane and tried to cover up the smell by lighting matches, causing an emergency landing. Suspecting that there was a bomb on board, the plane was diverted from its path and forced to do an emergency landing. Upon landing, passengers were evacuated from the plane for security screening. The luggage hold was cleared and bomb-sniffing dogs were sent onto the plane only to find a number of spent matches under one of the passengers' seats. The woman in question admitted that she was lighting matches in an attempt to cover up the smell and hiding them under her seat. In Halden, Norway, there's a high-security prison that has a flat-screen TV, an ensuite shower, and fluffy white towels in every cell. The maximum security prison holds the most dangerous criminals, which includes rapists, murderers, and pedophiles, and it was created with a focus on rehabilitation that is reflected in its design. The prison life is considered luxurious, with prisoners allowed to buy ingredients and cook their own meals. They're also offered cooking and music classes, with a full-functioning mixing studio for inmates to record their music. As for the staff, they're typically unarmed, and guards eat meals and play sports with inmates on a daily basis, with half of the guards being women, as it minimizes aggression and helps to create natural role models and motivate the inmates to develop daily routines and establish good connections with people. Leaving the cell is often encouraged, and prisoners are paid $8 as an incentive to leave their cells and be active. There's a psychological disorder that causes people to intentionally cut off their limbs or even blind themselves on purpose. Known as body integrity identity disorder, the psychological disorder causes otherwise healthy individuals to feel as if they were meant to be disabled, which creates a desire to amputate one or more healthy limbs. Sufferers feel uncomfortable with a part of their body and often feel confident that removing or disabling it will relieve their discomfort, with the most common request being an above-the-knee amputation of the left leg. They also sometimes try and injure themselves in a way that will require amputation of the desired part. The disorder sometimes even manifests itself as a need for paralysis, or even involve the senses, such as the desire for being deaf or blind. In 2015, a woman suffering from this disorder intentionally blinded herself by pouring drain cleaner into her healthy eyes. In 2011, a woman bought a non-visible piece of art for $10,000. Founded in 2011, the museum that sold the woman the non-existent art is called the Museum of Non-Visible Art. And the idea of the museum is that the works of art don't exist physically. Instead, they are imagined by the artist. So, when you purchase the work of art, you get a card to hang on an empty wall and you describe it to your audience. The $10,000 piece is called Fresh Air, and it was bought by the model Amy Davidson.